The lights came up on Today with Jenna and Friends. The audience clapped, the music played, and the camera zoomed in as Jenna Bush Hager welcomed her guest of honor, Carrie Underwood. On the surface, it was supposed to be a bright, breezy morning. Carrie was there to promote her Denim and Rhinestones tour, a celebration, not a confrontation. But from the moment she walked onto the set, something was different. Her smile was there, polite, practiced, professional, but not the kind that reached her eyes. Her shoulders seemed tighter, her steps deliberate. The audience noticed, viewers at home noticed, and before long the entire country would be talking about what happened next. Carrie took her seat between Jenna and a guest contributor, a well-known lifestyle blogger invited for the segment. Jenna, as always, tried to set the tone with warmth. But the unease lingered, subtle, unspoken, until one careless comment lit the match. The guest host leaned forward, almost too casually, and said, "You know, some country pop stars get a little over-polished, almost like they forget their roots." The room froze. Carrie's eyebrow arched ever so slightly. Her smile faded. She tilted her head, her voice calm but sharp. "I'm sorry. Is that a dig?" Jenna let out an awkward laugh, waving her hands as if to sweep the moment away. "Oh, no, 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 let's not go there." But the guest didn't catch the warning signs. She doubled down. "No shade, of course. I just think authenticity matters, especially in country music." And she locked eyes with Carrie as she said it. The studio audience went silent. Carrie's jaw clenched, her voice dropping low and steady. "You know, I've been writing and singing my truth since the day I stepped onto that American Idol stage. If you're questioning my authenticity, maybe you should do your homework." Jenna jumped in, desperate to steer things back to safety. "Let's talk about your album. Denim and Rhinestones was a huge hit, and now the tour is heading overseas, right?" Carrie nodded, but the sharpness lingered. "Yes, we've been working our butts off for over a year now. It's a blessing. But it's exhausting." She glanced sideways at the guest host, her eyes fierce. "Some people think glitter makes it fake. I think it's just country, with a little sparkle." The air was thick. The tension was visible, and then came the breaking point. During what was supposed to be a playful cooking segment, Carrie stirred ingredients in near silence, her expression unreadable. Jenna stumbled over her lines, straining to keep things upbeat. Finally, Carrie set down her spoon and looked straight at the table. "You know," she said slowly, "I thought this was supposed to be a celebration, but it feels like I walked into a roast." The guest host stammered, "I didn't mean to offend," but Carrie cut her off. "Intent doesn't erase impact." And with that, she pulled off her apron, removed her mic, and stood up. The cameras caught it all. The country superstar walking calmly but firmly off set, disappearing behind the curtain. Jenna froze in her chair, wide-eyed, before muttering to the audience, "We'll be right back." The screen cut to commercial. But the moment was already out in the world. Within minutes, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok lit up. Clips spread like wildfire. Hashtags exploded, or Carrie walks out, country strong, respect Carrie. Some fans applauded her for standing up for herself. Others criticized her professionalism. But when insider leaks revealed that Carrie had specifically requested not to appear with that guest host and her boundary was ignored, the outrage turned squarely toward the network. Backstage, Carrie sat in her dressing room, head in her hands. Her publicist hovered nearby, phone buzzing with texts from managers and producers. Carrie's voice was low, steady, but heavy with disappointment. "They brought me here knowing it would be a setup. I'm tired of having to smile through insults. Just because I'm a woman in country music, I've worked too hard to be dismissed by someone who thinks sparkle equals fake." It wasn't about one interview. It was about years of digs, doubts, and double standards boiling over. NBC issued a vague statement later that afternoon, calling the moment spirited and passionate. No apology, no accountability. Carrie's team, however, posted something very different. A photo of her walking off stage captioned, "Be kind, even when you walk away." It hit like thunder. Thousands of women flooded the comments, sharing their own stories of walking away from disrespect, of choosing dignity over silence. Carrie hadn't just walked off a set, she had struck a nerve. 3 days later, she appeared in a surprise one-on-one with Gayle King on CBS Mornings. No audience, no bright studio lights, just Carrie, sitting in her Nashville home in denim and white, calm but unshakably firm. Gayle's first question, "Why did you walk off that set?" Carrie paused, looked straight ahead, and answered quietly, "Because I was done shrinking. I was done swallowing disrespect. People expected me to smile and take it, but I'm not a punching bag with a microphone. I'm a woman with a voice." Her words landed like steel. She spoke of how producers had promised her a safe space, how she had raised concerns, how she tried to power through until she couldn't anymore. They say, "Be real," but what they really mean is, "Be small." Gayle leaned in. "And you were done being small." Carrie nodded. Clips went viral again. This time, under Nashak, Carrie speaks and walk out with grace. Stars rallied behind her. Miranda Lambert tweeted, "You're damn right, sister." Kelsey Ballerini posted a throwback photo captioned, "Loud, Proud, Country." And Dolly Parton, in just 4 words, sealed the moment. Respect isn't optional. Meanwhile, the guest host's attempt at an apology fell flat. A Notes app screenshot read, "I never meant to hurt anyone. I'm sorry if my words were taken the wrong way." But then came the leaked audio. Her voice backstage mocking Carrie. "Guess she can dish it out on stage, but not in real life." The damage was irreversible. NBC scrambled. Sponsors began pulling ads. Producers blamed miscommunication, but the public wasn't buying it. Carrie, meanwhile, stayed silent for 4 days. Then she posted a single black and white photo of her holding a guitar with the caption, "Unfiltered Friday." Speculation exploded. And when Friday came, she delivered something no one expected. A stripped-down acoustic performance of a brand new song, "Glass Chair." The lyrics cut deep. "You liked me quiet. You called it grace. But you twisted my silence into a safer space. I walked away, not 'cause I broke, but 'cause I learned glass chairs will choke." The metaphor was crystal clear. Women are often given a seat, but one fragile enough to break the moment they lean on it. The video hit 2 million views in 12 hours. Critics called it a protest ballad disguised as confession. Fans called it an anthem, and Carrie kept going. She announced the Glass Sessions, a short acoustic tour with proceeds supporting young women in media and the arts. Every show sold, out instantly. At the Nashville stop, she paused mid-set. Looking out at the crowd, she spoke from the heart. "This week's been loud. But here's the truth. I didn't walk out because I was weak. I walked out because I was strong. And I'll never apologize for leaving a room that tried to make me feel small." The audience rose to their feet, applause thundering. By then, it was no longer a scandal. It was a movement. Headlines shifted from "Carrie storms off set" to "Carrie Underwood redefines grace." Opinion columns declared it a turning point for women in country music. One critic wrote, "She didn't just walk off a talk show, she walked into her power, and she never looked back."